This is to inform the general public that the 2021 Batch B Stream 1 orientation course has been scheduled in all NYSC orientation camps as follows. Commencement and registration, Tuesday, 27th July 2021. Cut-off date for registration, midnight Friday, 30th July 2021. Swearing-in ceremony, Monday, 2nd August 2021. Closing ceremony, Monday, 16th August 2021. Prospective core members, PCMs, are to fill COVID-19 Rapid Diagnostic Test, RDT self-reprinting form, and print verification slip to be presented in camp for COVID-19 test before admittance to the camps. All the PCMs are strongly advised against presentation of fake documents as their consequences awaits culprits. PCMs must adhere to every information on their call-up letters and avoid traveling at night to the orientation camps. Any person who fails to report for service as directed in the call-up letter and or refuses to make himself available for service in the service corps risks prosecution in line with the provisions of Section 13, subsection 1A and B of the NYSC Act, Cap N84 laws of the Federation of Nigeria 2004. All PCMs slated for the 2021 Batch B Stream 1 orientation course are advised to proceed to their respective camps as stated on their call-up letters. Foreign-trained graduates are to report to camp with their international passports and original copies of their uploaded documents. In observance of COVID-19 safety protocols, PCMs should abide by all COVID-19 safety protocols. Accordingly, they must come to camp with enough face masks and pocket-sized hand sanitizer for personal use. The Director General, Brigadier General Shwahibu Ibrahim, wishes all prospective corps members safe journey to the respective orientation camps and a successful service year. Signed, Management. Hello and welcome to today's episode of NYSC Half Hour. I am Coco Hensher and I'll be standing in for Nkem Agunwa on today's episode. We begin in Ogun State with a beautiful story on national integration. Meet Dr. Belinda Ameze Faneye, the NYSC State Coordinator in Ogun State, who first stepped foot in Ogun during her service year back in 1985. And today, she is the NYSC State Coordinator. Let's meet Dr. Belinda Ameze as she takes us through the activities of core members in the state.
It is worthy of note that I once served here 1985-86 as a youth corps member. I had a stint with OGTV and later moved to NTA Channel 12 for my place of primary assignment. But because of my hard work and NTA found me to be good, I was retained and given a permanent employment. Later, I was moved to NTA Channel 10, Lagos, as a newscaster. I was able to integrate into the community. Before being a core member, I could speak Yoruba, but not very much. But as a core member, I learned the language fast. I was able to integrate. The community also accepted me. I got to meet my husband, who is a Yoruba man from Ekiti State. After I joined the National Youth Service Corps scheme, and I never knew somehow I would be coming back to the state. I was brought back here 2005 to 2008 as Assistant Director Public Relations. And I'm also glad to say that it was when I was also here as an Assistant Director, I worked closely with the then State Coordinator, Mr. Ezekiel Ayedogbo. It was then we also, in our own way, mounted pressure on the then State Governor, Governor Otumba Gbenga Daniel, that we needed a more befitting orientation camp. And I thank God at that time, from our pressure, we mounted so much pressure. We also got some prominent sons and daughters of the state to intervene, the governor then was able to give us a very befitting orientation camp, which today in the country is rated one of the best orientation camps. At the turning of the sword to the building of the orientation camp, I was still here, but shortly after I was moved to Ondo State as head press and public relations, and later back to Lagos as assistant director and head common services, then later assistant director, head public relations. I want to say that I was in Lagos until 2018 when I was promoted to the rank of deputy director, and later moved to NYSC Directorate Headquarters. And in 2019, I never knew I would be coming back to the state where I served as a youth corps member, as a state coordinator. And I want to say that today I'm here as the state coordinator. I will say the reception from the people of the state to the state government has been wonderful. I have gotten so much support from them, even knowing that I was once in the state as a corps member, and having seen some of the good works the scheme have also been doing in the states.
The state coordinator shares with us the activities of corps members in fighting the COVID-19 pandemic in the state.
The advent of the COVID-19 pandemic, then it was real pandemic. I want to say that without mincing words, the DG of the National Youth Service Corps, Brigadier General Shaibu Ibrahim, helped us to surmount most of the challenges we had as regards COVID-19. It was always online, sending messages, challenging us, trying to ensure that we are not drowned by the fear of COVID-19, because when there is fear, you are weighed down. You will not even know where to start from. But because we had a leader in him, he was able to charge us that we should headlong confront the pandemic. We mobilized the corps member, and we felt there was the need to sensitize the public. And you'll be surprised, the corps members, they were ready to go on sensitization. So we did that, and we released a song which is an adaptation of We Are the World to sensitize the populace about COVID-19. We also went to banks where we saw huge queues, and they were not using face masks or sanitizers. We were sensitizing people, and as we were doing that, we were also giving out face masks, hand sanitizers. We went further with the corps members, those in the skill acquisition and entrepreneurship development group. They went further with the production of face masks. We are one of the first states to start producing face masks. They produced face masks, produced the hand sanitizers, and the liquid soap, which we also donated in thousands to the state government. And we also donated to some local governments. We donated to traditional rulers. And we were all over donating this even to the vulnerable and the less privileged in the society. We did that wonderfully well. And not only that, our core medical personnel, the doctors, the pharmacists, the lab technologists, the nurses, they were also in the war front trying to combat COVID-19. The corps members contributed, if not 95%, to the success of that program.
The Skill Acquisition and Entrepreneurship Development Program of the NYSC is geared towards ensuring core members are engaged productively and generate sustainable economic value. Dr. Belinda Ameze shares with us the impact of the SAED program on the agricultural sector.
They are being taught by some of our facilitators who are into farming, how to cultivate cassava, and we also cultivated plantain. We also cultivated pepper. We also had a fish pond, and we also cultivated the scent leaf, the ones Yoruba refer to as efinrin. You may want to know why we cultivated all this. With cassava, we wanted a situation where we could teach our core members not just to cultivate, but also to process cassava and make money from the process. Yes, from planting cassava, you can sell the stems when they are matured. You can make money from it. You can process the cassava. You can sell it like that, or you process. But when you process, you are adding value and you are making more money. We are not only going to teach them how to process, but also how to package. When you package, good packaging, how it could attract customers. So we felt doing that is part of skill acquisition and another way of encouraging the core members to look for job outside the white collar job. The fish pond we started. We also had those who were also training them on fishery among the SAED trainers. So they also come there to teach the core members, from the fingerling, how it grows, how to feed them and all. So the core members, they were happy. A good number of them, even after being taught that, they said they were going into farming. So they went into fish farming, and we started buying oven to dry the fish to also add value, and we package it and we are selling, out, selling to, they sell to people, within the community, even outside the community, because we take to some people in Lagos, and we also advertise what we are doing so that we can get customers.
Hello viewers at home, my name is Hussein Austin from Benue State. NYSC brought me to Ogun State, and here is our SAED farm, and I'm going to take you around to our SAED farm to see how we have done so much in agriculture. Agriculture is the bedrock of every nation, and if we want to live stronger as a nation, there's a need for agriculture, and agriculture is the key. In our SAED farm, we have so many things there. We have the fish farm, we have the cassava farm, we also have the snail farm, and as well as the yam farm and vegetables. So let me take you to our SAED farm. Coppers, all of you are well done. And this is some of the products of our NYSC orientation camp, and here, this is the cassava that was being planted, and we are uprooting it ready for processing. I'm going to hand you over to my senior colleague, which is Toib, who is going to take us around and show us about all that is being done here on farm.
My name is Toib Amoho. I'm a core member here on the farm at the SAED farm. And here we have a lot of things. As you can see, these are my colleagues. We are harvesting cassava today. These are cassava planted a while ago, and today we are harvesting them. They are very, very okay. The cassavas are so great. And here we have a lot of variety, of course. We have ugu, like vegetables ugu. We have pepper, we have tomato. Currently we are planting carrots. We also have maize, we have plantain, and we also have fisheries, and we have snails here on the farm. Before now, I never knew I would be coming to the NYSC SAED farm, but being here, it has been a very, very wide experience. You know, many people at home think farming is just a dirty man of a thing, but to be honest, it's not just a culture, it's a business, and people are really cashing out. So here, we are happy doing what we do. Everybody is happy. We all work together as a family. We do things together. We weed, we harvest, we nurture our crops together, and our crops are doing well. Yeah, the cassavas we planted a few while ago. We planted them about a month ago, and as you can see, they are doing so well. We just weeded these ones. We have cassavas down there. Also have cassavas towards there. These are cassavas. Yes. Our ugu farm is towards there. But before I take you to the ugu farm, let me explain a bit of what we are doing here. I know many will have been pounding. It would have come across your eye in the camera. So I know you probably would have been wondering, what's this? So these are prototype that I designed myself. The essence of, as you can see, these are tomatoes going already. These are used to ensure that we want to optimize space. You know, problem of weeding was an issue when we first got here. We weed consistently, and it was giving us an issue, and we have to, devise a means. How can we ensure that we farm without having to worry about weeding? So we started getting scraps together. These are banners that we use in building this, old banners. Then we designed this. With this, we can plant on a plot of land and get the yield of 1 acre. That's increasing yield about 600%. In there we have carrots that have been planted. They're also doing well. The tomatoes are doing well also. So let me take you to the ugu farm. Here is our ugu farm. As you can see, we've harvested them. The last camp that was just concluded, we harvested all the old ugu that was used on camp for the whole 3 weeks. So basically, we were supplying the kitchen, and they can testify to you that the ugu was tasty. We practice organic farming here. We don't do chemicals. Everything here is planted with organically. So they are healthy for consumptions, and they are doing so well. In a short while, in the next 2 weeks now, we'll soon be harvesting again, and we'll be selling also. This is our ugu farm. We also have pepper. There have been a bit of challenge with our pepper farm, but I can tell you the pepper are doing so well also. Because basically we don't use irrigation on the farm, so rain was a setback. We don't have much rain, so it has led to a bit of setback in the growth of the pepper, but I can tell you they are also doing fine. The pepper are doing so well. Some of them are fruiting already, like I pick from this. We also have most of them fruiting already, and they are doing so well. We also have cassava planted over here too. All here downward is cassava. Everywhere around there is cassava. We have maize towards there that are just planted. They are coming up so soon. Let me take you to the snail farm. Many will be wondering why do we plant scent leaf as much as this? The scent leaf has a lot of benefits. It is used in pharmaceutical industries, for culinary purposes, for religious purposes, and for a lot of things. And it's one of the most sought after herbs you can right now. It has a lot of benefits, and it brings in a lot of money also. Scent leaves has a lot of benefits. I know many will be wondering, this guy has been speaking in some kind of tongues, but yes, it's not like I know all this before I graduated or from school. I studied biology, plant biology to be specific. And during my course of study, we were exposed to a lot of things, but being here in camp, here we are right now in the SAED farm, we've been exposed to more than we are being exposed to in schools. Because this is more or less of a practical field, and we are gaining the experiences that is required, to meet the challenges out there. Honestly, school prepare us also, but being here, it has prepared us more than what we actually get from school. So it has been a nice experience all around. So let's move to the snail farm. So these are snail farm. The snails have been doing so well. We have Achantina marginata here. It is the most viable for commercial purposes. We have different types of snail: Achantina folica, but Achantina marginata is the most viable for commercial because they are the one that grow biggest to the other species that we have. So these are our snails. They are doing so well. As you can see, we have eggs inside there. They basically lay almost every day. In a month, they lay almost 60 eggs. With the population we have here, they are laying more than their population. So it's very, very okay. They've been doing so well. And as you can see, their place is already empty. Basically, snails eat a lot of things. They eat pineapple, they eat watermelon, they eat cucumber, they eat oranges, they eat a wide variety of vegetables. And many will be wondering, why do we cover our snail nets with mosquito net like this? Basically, every animal has their own predators. And one of the main predators of snail is ants. Ants kill snails easily. So we prevent things like ants, like other reptiles like snakes from entering, and all other predators that can affect them and kill them. That's why we are covering the net like this. So this is snail farm. Here is a yam farm. Yam in sack. Many people have been hearing about yam in sacks, but many don't believe you can actually grow yam in sacks. Yes, it's possible. Farming is all about science. When you understand the science about everything, then you can manipulate farming any way you want. Once you understand the physiology of the plant, how the plant grows and everything, then you can, in fact, you can grow yam in air. We call it hydroponics. I can do that. I know how to do it. But here we basically plant them in sacks. So these are sprouting yams. These are already sprouting. They are coming up. We have many of them that are already sprouting already, that are germinating. Many say yam will take 7 to 9 months before it grows. No. It's because basically when our fathers do plant, they plant like during the dry season, and it takes 2-3 months already. The rain is not coming. So they will count all those months as time for planting also. So they are already extending their planting season. But here we plant with water. The yam has what it needs, the nutrients, water, everything. So within this short while, 5 months, the yam will be already. These are yam planted last week, a week ago, and they're already sprouting. How many people will plant yam on this soil and they will be sprouting in a week? They will tell you it's not possible, but it's possible because we are giving them all what they need.
I'm very happy and delighted to be in this place because of what I've learned so far concerning the agricultural farm in this Ogun State, and it has so much inspired me in the process of the fish farming and also the cassava farming and several things all around in this place. It has inspired me for me to have my own farm. I've benefited from it already. I'm also benefiting, and I think from here I know I have a way forward.
Agriculture is at the main center of Nigeria. Like, if more than 70% of people could venture into agriculture, Nigeria would be better, and it will become a better place for everybody, because the rate at which the prices of food are going, it's very, very expensive. So if everyone could go into agriculture, it would be better. And I really want to appreciate the state coordinator and the NYSC scheme for giving us such a great opportunity to farm here. On behalf of myself and other core members, we say thank you to the state coordinator and the Director General. We are grateful. Thank you.
Wow, we say well done to Usain Austin and Tahib Amo and all the core members contributing to the growth of our economy through agriculture. We will be right back.
On the news today, the Director General flags off NYSC National Sanitation Exercise in FCT. The NYSC Director General, Brigadier General Shuaibu Ibrahim, flagged off the NYSC National Sanitation Exercise at the Palace of the Sanyanyai of Nyanya in the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. In his address, the Director General emphasized that there was the need to enlighten the general public on the benefits of good hygiene and also the risks associated with poor hygiene. He said that the report from the last health initiative for rural dwellers exercise attributed most ailments that were diagnosed to poor environmental sanitation habits. The exercise, according to the Director General, Brigadier General Shuaibu Ibrahim, was an avenue to empower members of the public with adequate information on personal and environmental hygiene.
The NYSC has over the years made meaningful contributions in promoting national unity and also building the spirit of self-reliance amongst Nigerian youths. We urge core members to be diligent and provide loyal service to the country in whatever situation they may find themselves. I hope I've earned the privilege of your time, and this is where we draw the curtains on today's episode of NYSC Half Hour. We always love to hear from you. Please write to us on the online handles displayed on your screens right now, and we will write back. Remember, the safety of core members in our communities is the responsibility of you and I. Until I see you next time, I am Coco Henshaw.